Hey everyone, welcome to Mr. U's Reviews. Today I'm reviewing the new film Uncharted. This film is based on the popular video game series and follows Nathan Drake, played by Tom Holland, who comes together with Sully, played by Mark Wahlberg, to recover a treasure that went missing hundreds of years ago. First, let's talk about the cast and characters of this film. And coming from someone who hasn't played the games, I thought both Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg were enjoyable in this film, and I really thought their camaraderie, their chemistry worked well throughout the film. I just like seeing some of the banter throughout the movie and how they worked together. That was like a highlight of the movie in my opinion. But if you have played the games and you're really critical about if it's a faithful adaptation of the characters, that might change your opinion on the movie drastically, because obviously you're gonna try to see, is this a faithful adaptation or not. But just looking at the film solely, I thought that they both were enjoyable in this movie. There's another actress, Sophia Ali, who joins the group, and she was also fine throughout the movie. The main issue with the characters though is that they're all pretty generic. They don't really the film doesn't give you too much to care about or attach to with any of the characters, and especially with the villain played by Antonio Banderas. I thought that character development, that writing was very poor, because we've seen an exact villain like this in tons of action movies in the past, with the exact same motives, exact same kind of character choices, you could say. And although Antonio Banderas was fine in the film, it's just the writing of his character, and really most of the characters in the film, that almost takes you out of it constantly throughout the film. So I wish the filmmakers could have found something to do with the characters that made the movie feel fresh. But unfortunately, although the actors did a fine job, I just thought the characters were poorly written overall. Now, the highlights of this film really are all the action scenes that are kind of sprinkled throughout the film. And the directing of them by Ruben Fleischer was well done. And I thought the whole stunt team did a great job here. Even seeing some of the actors themselves, such as Tom Holland, doing their own stunts. It was really exciting and intriguing just throughout the film. Whenever there would be like an action scene that shows up. Though I have to admit, there were some scenes that were maybe too unbelievable, that really took me out of the film. Particularly one with the cars in the sky that you kind of see in the trailer. Just the way the scene kind of played out and ended, I thought that was a little cartoony, a little too unbelievable in a film where you already see Nathan Drake do all these stunts that are already kind of unbelievable, that a normal person wouldn't be able to do. For some reason, that sequence really took me out of the film. But overall, just the action scenes were really the instances that kept me intrigued, kept me on the edge of my seat throughout the whole movie. Now, the biggest gripe I have with this film though is with its overall screenplay and story. Now, to be honest, for the first half of this film, for the first hour, I was with the movie. I was enjoying the characters and the adventure that the film was taking the audience on. But after you hit that halfway mark, because this is a 2-hour movie, the plot kind of lost steam, and I wasn't as interested in the adventure anymore, because none of the characters were really changing in any way. There's certain characters that do certain things that the film makes you it seems like the filmmakers thought was going to be like a big twist or something, but I kind of predicted that this character is probably going to do that after a certain point, and it all happened that way. The plot became very predictable. There might have been one little kind of twist and turn in the film, but after that point, it's like, what's the use? It's too little, too late in the film, and I just lost interest after the first hour. So overall, although Uncharted is an enjoyable film at times and it's watchable, it was just a very generic action film by the end of it. Although all the actors do a nice job, and the stunt team, the directing, the action scenes, these are the scenes that make you have a little interest every once in a while. It's the writing of the characters and the plot that it continuously just makes you lose interest again. And I wish, if they could have just fixed these certain things, made the characters change a little more, make them go through more drastic character arcs, you could say, add more twists and turns to this plot, it would have been more enjoyable throughout than just with the action scenes that show up every once in a while. So overall, I give Uncharted a C. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and as always, don't forget your popcorn. Until next time, from Mr. U to you, stay tuned.